Hey guys, what's going on? Seth posted a really good question today. I wanted to cover that. I'm sure if he has that question, a lot of you will also have the same question. And the question was regarding premium country clicks. Now, premium country clicks are basically clicks coming from people based in countries like the US, Canada, UK, Australia. Some people even include New Zealand, and countries like that on an average are considered to be first world countries. They're developed, and the reason for this, and like some people have issues talking about this stuff because they think there's some discrimination. There's no discrimination. The reality is a bulk of the sales in our niche are made to people from these countries because a dollar buys much more than an Indian rupee does. So it's no doubt that these people and like more people have credit cards and PayPal accounts that work well in these countries, right? So there's no problem with talking about this stuff. It's the reality of our niche. However, I would like to also tell you that we have an awesome internet marketer in our group, Osahan. He does extremely well in his own internet marketing community and he's developing a solid traffic business now and he's from Nigeria. So I wouldn't say that, and I'm from India, right? So I lived in the States, but I just moved to India. So if somebody just judged me based on what my potential to buy stuff is based on that I'm from India, that probably would be wrong because I could buy a lot of stuff, right? My whole business is in USD and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say that we would judge all people coming from those countries, but on an average, statistically, like people from the premium countries tend to do more of the shopping in our niche. So that's the point. That's why our clients want clicks from these countries and they're willing to pay higher for them. Now, the first thing as solo sellers, so one thing is buying clicks like that, but for our purposes, let me focus on how you sell clicks like that, right? I'm going to go into QCC and show you exactly how to do this. Excuse me. So when you go into QCC, just log in and you will come to something like this and you'll have a couple of rotators. And my main rotator is called Solo. So I'm just going to show you that. Okay. So what you can do is you can come in here and you could just add a new link and go under advanced options, and here when you add that person's link, your client, it has this option called allowed countries. Now in this allowed countries, you could target specific countries such as, let's look for Canada. Maybe if you only want to sell Canada clicks and US clicks, let's look at US, United States. Here we could just target both of those and just do select. And every time now a person, like when you send out this, and it will also ask you here what is the redirect URL. For the redirect URL, you can basically put the same URL in there, and it will just basically redirect all the other countries to this URL. Now what this is essentially going to do is when you send this out to your email list, every time a person from the US and Canada will click on this link, it will show those people this first link that you're adding right now. Every time a person maybe from India clicks on it, they're going to show like these other links, right? So there are a couple of what would you say, like there are a couple of like consequences of this, and let's discuss that. So Seth's question was that should I create a separate list of premium country traffic and just send to that, or should I just use the simple trick in QCC and start selling premium country clicks? Like my answer to that was that the easiest thing to do is basically just use this little trick and not focus on like developing another list, because developing another list is a lot of hard work. But the problem that happens is that suppose you send out a solo and most of your premium country clicks are going to this person, and so the other solo client that you have below that in the rotator, they're going to get a majority of non-premium country clicks, and you don't exactly want that. Now there are a couple of ways to handle that. um, I would say one, send the second customer some extra clicks once the first order is done. So when the first click is done, then send the second customer some extra clicks. Just treat the initial clicks as the bonus and maybe send them the, so if somebody ordered a 200 click solo and they got 50 clicks just from being in your rotator, send them 200 more regular clicks after the first one is done. That's one way to compensate for it. And other than that, I think that's a pretty good way. And overall, in the bigger scheme of things, like it doesn't really matter. But you do want to keep your quality pretty consistent, so this should take care of it. Now, let's come to the question of actually marketing and selling these clicks. Now, marketing these clicks, I've sold US and Canada only clicks easily for $1. People will pay $1 per click easily, and those are the kind of customers you should be looking for, customers you should be dealing with. Premium country clicks you should be selling for 75 cents a click. And if somebody comes from a company like Empower Network, BIM, and all these companies that have a lot of demand for their offers, and these offers are overdone, you can definitely charge more. You can charge above $1 for these offers. And the more confident you come out with your price and you justify based on the fact that, and yeah, I guess rather than just being confident, like being confident definitely helps, but also if you give your customer a logical explanation. The logical explanation is this, that if 50% of the clicks that they bought were from non-premium countries, they're basically buying double the amount of clicks. So they're paying double, right? So if they go out and buy 50-cent clicks and 50% of the traffic is non-premium, they're basically paying dollar per click anyway. So why not just spend the money and get those clicks, and you're assured those clicks, because some solo sellers will send lower than 50% premium, right? So with you, they know the quality and they can get only premium country clicks. So, and some marketers whose funnels convert well, then these are all high converting offers like Empower, they will pay for that. So definitely mention that to them. So, and if you give a logical explanation, they know what you're talking about. So that's a good idea. Now, I would also recommend to include countries like Singapore and Malaysia in those clicks, because they're definitely countries that have good buyers and there's a very robust internet marketing and make money online niche over there. So definitely include those countries and educate your buyers about the same, right? Definitely get good buyers from here. Now, Seth, I think a couple of days ago, Seth asked a question about what to do with those other developing country clicks or non-premium country clicks. I would say that redirect them to smaller dollar offers like the MLSP $2 trial offer or $7 ebooks. If you have a couple of those offers in your, in the information products that you're a part of, definitely use those. There's a higher chance that you're going to buy those as opposed to buying $100, $97 or more kind of products. So that's it. Hope this video was helpful. If you have specific questions about this whole premium country topic, just post them. I think we've opened this topic up for discussion. Would love to hear what you guys are thinking and what your experience with this has been. And I can definitely come back and give you more insight on some of the stuff that I know about. All right.